Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am headed into work and I just decided, you know what, it's been a while since I've done a live here on YouTube and I want to just get ready with you guys. So whoever is here, welcome. If you're watching the replay, welcome. It's so nice to see you guys. It's been a while, so I just wanted to come in and hang out with you guys while I get ready. So I've already started my skin routine. So my skin's super dry right now. I think just the weather change is really affecting it. So I used the Caudalie grape water, and then I used the Ulla Henriksen Truth Serum, which is really good. It's one of my favorite, it actually is my favorite serum. But then I'm going to go in and add a little bit of the Bare Minerals Skin Longevity too. Just because, like I said, my skin's super dry right now. Not necessarily dry, but I can definitely tell that it's really dehydrated. So I want to make sure I really take care of my skin today. Okay, so a little bit of that. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with a eye cream. So the one that I've been using lately is the Clinique Repair Wear Laser Focus. I got this for free. It's not my favorite eye cream of life, but it's just what I have super close to me. So I'm going to use that all around the eye area. And you just want to pat that and press it in all around your orbital bone. You don't really have to go way underneath the eye because your skin will absorb whatever it needs and wherever it needs it. So don't be super focused on that when you're doing your eye cream, because your skin will get the hydration if it needs it. And then I like, because eye cream is a little bit more concentrated, I like to take it around the folds of my nose here because they get super dry. So I'm going to do a little bit of that, and then I'm going to go in with my moisturizer. So, and then I think I'm going to use 2 primers today too, because like I said, my skin is really struggling right now. So I'm going to go in with the Pharmacy. This is the Honey Drop Lightweight Moisturizer. This is a great moisturizer. However, right now I think I do need one that's a little bit more intense. I purchased this during the summer and my skin was super duper it was really oily this summer, probably just because my skin's so dehydrated. But it was really oily and I wanted to get something that wasn't going to cause me to produce any more oil. So I purchased this one, which is really good. It has honey in it. So it's really good for keeping bacteria off of the skin, keeping the skin nice and hydrated. But I just think that right now I need something that's a little bit more hydrating, just for the time of year that we're in. Okay, so I'm like really lathering my skin up with this because it's super dry right now. Okay, we're gonna let that sit for a minute. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the Makeup Forever. This is the Nourishing Primer. Step 1 Nourishing Primer. Or wait. Hydrating, I'm sorry, not nourishing, hydrating. I'm going to put this more, little tiny bit across the forehead. Kind of all over, but really getting it in across my forehead. My forehead's super dry. Okay. All right. We're going to let that sink in for just a few minutes. And then I'm going to go in with, because I have more large pores, I'm going to go in with a primer that's really good for smoothing and hiding the pores. So I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay. This is the Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. It's good for smoothing the skin, but it also has rosehip and argan oil in it. So it's going to help to keep the skin hydrated while it's smoothing and perfecting the pores. So love this primer. So with this primer, I like to take a little bit more because it's super thick and you need it to really go in and smooth the pores out. So what I like to do is I'm going to get in here and start to really press and work that into the skin. Okay, perfect. Okay, so then I'm gonna go in, and I think today I'm gonna use, which foundation do I want to use? I don't have my glasses on, so I cannot see very well, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna use the Bare Pro. I'm gonna use that one today. So I'm gonna use the Bare Pro foundation. I'm in the color 21 Sable. Actually, I haven't even tried this yet. And then I'm gonna go in and use my Sephora Core Diffuser angled brush. Actually, the color looks pretty good. So I love this brush so much because it provides a really heavy full, not necessarily heavy, I shouldn't say heavy. It provides a really full coverage really quickly. So if you're somebody who wants a full coverage, but you don't want to look like you're wearing a lot of makeup and you just want to get the most out of your makeup, this is the brush for you. It is so good. I've been using it for a couple of months now, and I really, really, really enjoy it. It's a great brush. It's a little bit more on the pricey side, but I mean, not really. It's like $34. But I always tell people you want to make sure that the tools that you're using for your makeup application are the best that you can get. Otherwise, your makeup is not going to look as good as it can on your skin. Oh, that's looking really nice. Oh, that looks so good. So I haven't used this foundation. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research about it, but just from what I can see, it does have a little bit of titanium dioxide in it, which is not as normal because it has SPF 20 in it. But it is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Performance Wear Foundation. What I do know about this is that It provides really great coverage. It's a mattifying foundation, but it also is a really long wearing foundation, and it's made up with about 90% minerals, vitamins and minerals. So it's a really, really good foundation, but it's also really good for your skin too. So this is going to be my first time wearing it today. I'm going to test it out and see what I think about it, and I will report back with any of my findings. So I also purchased the other day, I might use this palette. So I have been buying a lot of stuff from Sephora because there's so many fun things coming out. But I purchased the Anastasia Prism palette, which I'm super excited about. I also purchased the Huda Beauty, her little tiny palettes, the Mauve Obsession, which is beautiful. I don't know which one of these I'm going to use today, but this is this one. And then you guys have all seen the Prism, I'm sure. Beautiful palette. So, so, so pretty. So many good colors and so many good palettes coming out right now. I also purchased this just because my skin's starting to lighten up, and I wanted to get a foundation that matched, or not a foundation, I'm sorry, a concealer that matched my skin tone a little bit better. So I picked this one up. This is the Rainforest of the Sea Aqua Sealer. So I'm really excited about this. I'm going to try this out today and see what I think. I just wanted something that was a little bit more hydrating for under my eye. And then I am the type of person that I just like to use the same brush that I use for my foundation for my concealer. I like good multitasking brushes, and that's really why I love this brush so much, is you can truly use it for so many different things. Let's see here. Perfect. It's doing a really good job. The color's pretty good too. Like I said, you guys, I cannot see. I probably should have not picked today to do a live, but you know what? I'm in the mindset of I am not trying to chase perfection, because I think a lot of the times we get ourselves wrapped up in, well, I can't do a YouTube video if my hair's not done, or if my skin doesn't look perfect, or whatever it may be. And I'm not going to live my life like that anymore. I'm going to make content because I love to share information with people, and I'm going to be totally fine with just doing it off the cuff if that's what has to be done, because I'm not somebody who has a ton of time to make everything perfect anyway. I don't know why I even tried to set myself up for that. So then that was the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I like this concealer. I feel like NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer is just as good. I feel like the NARS Soft Matte Concealer is just as good. You guys, I'm sorry. I'm kind of all over the place today, but I'm just doing this in my camera. So like, I hope I don't get to work today and look crazy. Because really, this is how I can see you guys the best, or just see the best, because I don't have my glasses on. So I'm doing my makeup a little bit heavier than what I normally would, and it's because I'm gonna wear my glasses today. So when I have my glasses on, I don't know, I just feel like my makeup needs to be a little bit more intense than what it normally is. So that's what's gonna happen today. Or just need to be a little bit more glam in life sometimes, you know? Especially when I'm wearing my glasses. So then I'm going to go in with my Makeup Forever. This is the Contour Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Contouring, or Pro Sculpting palette for Makeup Forever. And I use this color here. As you can see, it's almost gone, and I'm going to be so sad when it is, I'm gonna have to research and see where I can purchase it. Probably Sephora.com. Okay. So here again, I'm gonna go in with that same brush. And I really like to use this brush too because it already has a little bit of my face products on there. So like my concealer and my foundation. So I feel like when I do my contouring and blend everything in, it helps everything to blend in a lot more seamlessly. So that's another reason why I like to use this brush. Okay, so I'm gonna go in, blend it all down onto my neck. It's looking really pretty. I like it. I'm liking it. Okay, so I think I'm gonna take a little bit of this cream highlighter and pop it on the top of my cheekbones. Just to give me a little bit more of a radiant look to my skin. Just because this foundation is pretty matte. It's actually beautiful. I kind of love it. I see so many times too people popping highlighter on the tip of their nose. Do you, boo? But the best way highlighter is gonna look is on the bridge of the nose. That's kind of like your high point, and then whatever you have, you know, that you kind of blend here, that's fine, but you don't want to necessarily like concentrate it on the tip of the nose. Sometimes that can just make people, especially for people who are a little bit more on the oily side, it can just make you look more oily. And if you're trying to get rid of shine and then you add that, you might not love the way that it looks. Okay, perfect. Great. That looks good. Okay, so I'm going to go in with a little bit of setting powder. This is by Kat Von D. Actually, where's my Laura Mercier? Do I have any Laura Mercier? I feel like I don't. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit. So I'm taking my brush, just a big fluffy brush, and I'm tapping it on the table because that's going to redistribute the product throughout the brush as opposed to just going in and getting like a huge clump in one area. I don't want that, so I'm just gonna tap it out a little bit. I'm really loving that highlight too. It looks so good. Just makes my skin. So that's the tip or a little trick in the winter. Somebody who has more combination skin, like me, my skin is really dehydrated right now. Just because we're going into the winter months and I live in a cold climate. So I want to kind of artificially make my skin look more hydrated, and the way that you can do that is by using cream highlighters. You can also use powders, but if your skin's already dehydrated, I'd be careful about how much powder you put on because that can make you look more dry. So creams, in my opinion, are the best way to go. All right, I'm gonna scoot you guys over a little bit here because I need to get my blush. So the blush that I've been using is Flirted Up by Sephora Collection. If you guys haven't tried the Sephora blushes, you're missing out. They're some of the best on the market, and they're not as expensive as like what your NARS or your Tarte blushes would be. They're really great. Really, really good. perfect. I don't know why, but for some reason in the camera my blush is looking like really intense. But when I look here, it doesn't. So, I don't know. I promise it's not crazy though. Promise. Okay, so which palette do I want to use for my eyes? Let's see here. I think I'm going to use this one. Such a beautiful palette. Such a beautiful palette. Actually, do I want to? I don't know if I even want to do like a crazy intense look today. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to pop. I'm going to pop a little bit of this Eden in the crease. Let's see. This palette's brand spanking, so I've got to get the protector off of it. Oh wow. So these are super pigmented. Look at that. Wow. I never get an eyeshadow of this kind of color to be like this intense immediately, like right off of dipping it into the pan. That's awesome. Wow, that's beautiful. Perfect. Nice, Anastasia. Look at you go. I am going to do my eyebrows really quickly, too. And you guys are probably going to have to stare at the side of my face because, like I said, I don't have my glasses on. And Mama's going to have to get all up in the mirror. Well, let's see. Maybe I can do it with this. Shoot. I dropped the brush that came out of there. Guys, I'm a hot mess today. A little bit of a hot mess. And I need to do my eyebrows so bad, you guys. You will have to forgive the eyebrows. Because they're really bad right now. They need to be done so bad. Okay. We're looking better. We're definitely looking better. And everybody has that one eyebrow that does better than the other one. That's always this eyebrow. It's thicker. It's got more like in the front. It just has... It's just my better eyebrow. Okay. That's going to have to be good for right now because I don't have time for anything else. I hope it looks okay. If it doesn't, I can fix it in a little bit. I'm going in with this color called Parallel. are super pigmented. And then I'm going in with a fluffy brush that just doesn't really have much on it to blend everything really well. I don't even think I'm gonna need to really dip back in to that parallel color because these are so pigmented. So I'm really keeping it in the actual crease of my eye. So the first color I put on was kind of more of like what people call a transition color, whereas this really is going right into the crease, where I'm kind of trying to contour my eye a little bit more and make it kind of recede back a little bit more. So I'm going to get more depth to my eye look by doing it this way. Pretty. So it's a little bit darker here on this side. I'm going to go in and add a little bit more to the crease there, just that very outer part. There. And then blend away. Oh, you guys hear my stomach growling? Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit to this side. So really, when you're doing eye makeup, guys, it's just about making sure everything is even. It looks the same on one side to the other side. And then I'm also too going to, I'm dropping everything today. I don't know what the deal is. So I'm going to take this Eden shade on the number 18 brush from Sephora collection. Sephora Pro brush. So I'm taking Eden and wrapping it down underneath the eye. And I'm going to take a little bit of Parallel. Under there too. And then I'm going to take that same brush and go and blend it. So just like that. And then I think I'm going to take Ethereal. Wait, I don't know what I want to do. Okay, I think I'm going to take Ethereal, which is this beautiful like coppery color here, and use that on my lid. But I think I'm definitely going to need some kind of like a setting spray with it. So I'm just using a little bit of Urban Decay All Nighter. And I'm going to pop that on my lid. So I think that is it. As far as the eyes, I think I'm just going to throw a little bit of mascara on, curl my lashes, throw a little bit of mascara on, and be done. So let's do that. I'm going to pop a little bit of the Marc Jacobs. This is the Velvet Noir mascara. I love this mascara. It's so, so good. Super, super thickening and volumizing. All right, you guys, so I have to hop off of here now. I hope you enjoyed spending some time with me today. I know this was kind of, at some points, could have been a little bit boring, but it was really off the cuff. But I'm just trying to put content out there for you guys. So, and just trying to live a more purposeful life and not be so wrapped up in perfection. So, this might be the new normal for this channel, and I hope you guys enjoy that. And thanks so much for hanging in there with me. And if you are new here, we would love to have you subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.